Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at people who knew a kid from school who died. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. This was before cell phones. Two friends went out for the weekend to a campground for some fishing over the weekend. When they didn't arrive home at the time they said they would, the parents called the provincial park to see if they were running a bit late. The weather wasn't great and the camp was about an hour away from town, so it was entirely possible they decided to stay another night and drive out in the morning instead. The park warden stumbled upon the campsite and found both of them dead in the shared tent. Turns out it was a cool night and they decided to run a small heater in the tent to be warm. But it was an old heater that didn't have a shut-off sensor built in. The heater ran all night while they were asleep, and since they didn't open the flaps on their tent for air circulation, because they wanted to trap the heat, the tent filled with carbon monoxide and suffocated them in their sleep. So sad, and a week before school too. Dude, that's so sad. Oh man. Yeah, that's so dangerous though, for sure. I feel like this is so common. So many people die a year because they get suffocated from carbon monoxide poisoning. Man, they were just having fun. They're just having a great time. And they were tired, so they went to sleep. And they didn't even know that was going to be the last time. Playing along a fast-moving creek deep in the woods. First teen gets pulled under really fast. Second one immediately runs and dives in to find him. A minute later, first teen comes back up on the other side, exhausted but thankfully unhurt. Guy who went in to find him was not coming back up. Was in the days before cell phones. Had to run a good mile back up the trail, hop in the car, drive to the nearby park ranger office, and report and get help, along with guide rescuers. Took about 30 minutes total to get back out there to the accident. Still no sign of him. Rescue workers found that under the higher waters were tons of plant and tree debris everywhere. 2 days of removal while still trying to control fast-moving waters, his body was finally found. He had dived too deep trying to find the first friend, getting trapped under the submerged branches, without enough energy or breath to fight against the current to get out and back up. He was only 15. Oh my gosh. Man, if I was the friend, I would feel so bad for the rest of my life. But obviously it's not anyone's fault that this happened. Man, that's actually so unfortunate. But hey, we can all tell that this person was an amazing person because he dived in there to try to save his friend. So he died a hero for sure. Fight with another kid, got punched in the head, hit the ground, lights out. I was friends with both of them. In October 1998, a schoolyard scuffle turned deadly when a 14-year-old boy became involved in a fight with a 12-year-old boy. Reports at the time indicated the fight began when the older teen, who reportedly had a reputation for disruptive behavior and had a considerable history of disruptive behavior and significant problems with authority, wanted to play basketball and grabbed a ball from the younger teen, who was playing on one of the school's basketball courts. During the ensuing scuffle, the 14-year-old struck 12-year-old on the side of the head, causing the younger boy to fall to the ground unconscious. He later died from injuries sustained in the assault. The suspect in that case was eventually found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. For sure, dude. He deserved it. Even if he didn't have the intention to kill him, he had the intention to hurt the boy, so karma, you know? And he's already had so many problems in the school too. The poor 12-year-old just minding his own business and trying to play basketball, and this guy really had to get that angry to try to get the ball off of him. Like seriously, just get another ball. Holy, why would you start a fight just because of that? Grade school, rainy day, bell rang and little girl panicked about being late, ran out in front of a school bus. I saw it happen. Dude, I don't think anyone can ever get over this if they saw it happen. Man, I can't imagine what it feels like to see that too. And the poor little girl. Dude, I've seen a car struck a dog before and I still remember that. And I still get sad about it when I think about it sometimes. So I can't imagine what it feels like to just see something like that. Grade 5, he was playing with his little brother when they found the dad's duty pistol. Little brother shot him right between the eyes. Can't imagine how the little brother feels. Was about 50 years ago. What the heck is the pistol doing out in the open? Dude, that's the dad's fault for sure. You don't leave your freaking pistol loaded for kids to just grab. Group of kids got skunk drunk and decided to take a ride down a notoriously winding road. One guy was standing in the back of the truck and fell out as they rounded one of the hairpin curves. Didn't make it. Holy. Dude, it's probably because they were like going so fast as well, and when you fall, the impact is like so heavy, and they're drunk. Kid in my school was bet $100 he couldn't chug a 26er of whiskey. 26er? Won the bet, died an hour later. Yeah, it's never worth it to do stupid bets like these, honestly. It's never worth it. It reminds me of the bet where there was this guy whose friends bet him to eat a slug or something, and then he got sick really bad and he ended up dying later too. Obviously, everyone feels bad, right? When something bad happens. Like, I'm pretty sure the friend who bet that also feels bad. But dude, why would you bet something so stupid? It doesn't make sense, man. I guess it's because it's like kids or like teens or like guys just trying to be funny, right? But that's just sad. Kidnapped and murdered by a serial killer nicknamed the Man with a Mask during a school camp. We played together 3 days before. The killer had a spree over decades in different countries. Craziest partners, a soldier stationed close to the campsite saw the man and my friend in a car during a night run in the woods. Shortly after, the soldier was sent to Iraq. Years later, after he returned, he heard about the case and remembered that night and the car model he saw. This clue led to the arrest, trial, and sentence of a previous suspect. Oh my god. Dude, timing is so important. Like, if only he thought something was sus when he saw that car and then reported it. Man, things like these are always so sad because you feel like sometimes they could have been saved. It was a house party and pretty much every kid there was drunk. He talked his girlfriend into aiming the shotgun at him and pulling the trigger, promising it was unloaded. His face and chest took the blast. She was screwed up for a very, very long time. His family went out of their way to make sure that her rehab and anything else she needed for help was covered. Oh my god, what? Like, did he know it was loaded and he convinced his girlfriend to kill him? Or was it all an accident? Like, he didn't even know and it just happened. But then again, I feel like if someone doesn't know, like, why would you even ask someone to aim a shotgun at you? Even if you think it's unloaded, why would you ask that? You know? Oh my gosh. The poor girlfriend. Holy shoot, man. Like, she's gonna blame herself forever. Like, I don't think I could ever recover from that. Like, never. Hit by a drunk driver while in a car with 4 people. He was ejected 30 feet from the back seat. Mans got up, walked to a burning car, actually ripped the door off, put out all 3 other people and dragged them 10 feet away, then collapsed. Succumbed to his injuries at the hospital later. Apparently he had a broken femur, collarbone, wrist and arm, amongst other things. The other 3 only had minor injuries, and the car exploded like 3 to 5 minutes after he pulled them out. Dude was actually a hero. Man, I feel like crying. That's crazy. It's the fact that he's so hurt, right? But he's still thinking about other people. Still thinking about saving all of his friends, right? And what happened to the drunk driver? Did he just drive off? Of course they did. Of course, they always do. An electrician screwed up rewiring her family's house so a live wire was touching a metal pipe connected to the bath. Her mum was wearing rubber work boots when she filled the bath, so wasn't electrocuted, but she must have accidentally brushed against the tap or gone to add some more water while submerged and was killed instantly. We lived in a very small town where everyone knew each other, so it really rocked our community. She was in the grade above me, so she would have been 10 to 11. Oh my gosh. The kid died? How do you screw up that bad? Wait, that could happen? I'm just shocked that that's a thing that could happen. So like if someone screws up and then it's connected to a metal pipe connected to the bath or something, right? And then you touch the tap and then you get electrocuted. Oh my gosh. What? So sad, honestly. It's always the worst when you feel like everything was fine and then 1 second later, Nothing is fine. She was in the 5th grade and needed a blood transfusion. Her parents refused the procedure. I don't know what condition she had, but she died due to lack of medical care. Try making sense of that at 11 years old. Her parents denied the procedure. Like, they wouldn't let her get a blood transfusion because it was against their beliefs or something. Bro. I don't know, like, why don't you just save your kids first, okay? I feel like just save your kids first, please. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we've read a few stories like this before too. Like, this has happened a lot of time. Oh, you can't do this to my kid because it's against my beliefs. And then they let the kid die. So they would rather the kid die. Can you actually do that though? Because if you were the doctor, right, and then you tell them, oh, if she doesn't do that, she's gonna die. And their parents are like, okay, then let her die. And then, like, what do you do as a doctor? Do you actually let the kid die? I don't even think that's allowed, is it? Because the kid is like 11. That's too young for a doctor to be like, okay, the kid can die. Man, I don't even know. That pisses me off so bad. It's so sad because the kid doesn't know better either. The kid probably just thinks, oh, my parents are just doing the best for me. Well, that's it for the video. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!